Hello, hello, and happy Monday, or Tuesday for anyone over on the other side of that international date line. And Allie, congrats on jumping up on the early crew podium. We're going to do more Hollow Knight tonight. I was thinking about jumping back into Final Fantasy V, but then I was looking at what we did this past week, and last week we did Hollow Knight on Monday and Final Fantasy V on Wednesday. So I think we're going to stick to that. I'm also not going to do a tech stream. And the reason I'm not going to do a tech stream today is because it's hot and my brain is not in the mood to function at this heat. It is very much not happy with me right now. It's working, just not great. So yeah. Vi this afternoon is, as it's almost 8 p.m. and in the 80s. It's hot and I'm melting. It's not great. No, I had a meeting this afternoon at work and I had to go through this whole process. It's like our biggest automated process, most complicated out of all of the stuff that we do. And I started looking at it a few months ago. Pardon me. Let me do a little more of that. I started looking at it a few months ago and they wanted to make some changes. And I started thinking, okay, how am I going to make this work? And I opened up the automation and I go, this should not work. And we're maxed out on conditions and they want to add 3 more levels to this. Like, no, this doesn't work. I have to refactor this entire thing. I'm like, it'll be fine, but I have to go through and do it. And then the last 3 weeks, I spent, after refactoring that entire thing to make it actually work, then I had to go in and, what is going on with my camera? Why am I down so low? Hello? I'm like, it looks good on the other screen. So I'm like, I know there's more of me on camera. So I started looking at this thing, refactor the whole thing, and there's a couple of processes that key off of new item creation. So we have like this delete and recreate and stuff like that. So I have to refactor all of that to make this assignment piece a module that can apply to a bunch of different scenarios. So I do that. And I've just finished this process and I am ready to work on anything else. And I do mean anything else. And what this thing basically does is it says there is the tier 1, tier 2, and fallback. And now they're going to start putting the fallback as a property in tier 2. And tier 1 is going to be multi-select and will almost always be working. So the way this thing works right now is if it finds tier 1 and tier 2 simultaneous, it puts the patients unassigned. So it makes it so that they have to manually go in and do work. Well, this change they want to do, through the current logic, unassigns every single patient. We have 1,500 patients. So every day they would be manually dragging and dropping like 6 entries per patient. And I'm like, no, you guys, no. There's a reason that you all decided on it being this way a year ago, that you confirmed it 6 months ago, that you confirmed it 3 months ago. And now the way that you want to change it, you want it to still magically work on my end, but you no longer want to give me the data that way. And that doesn't work. So my overheated, melting brain deals with them presenting this to me this afternoon. And I just went, nope, I'm out. I was like, I'm going to take 30 minutes and shut my eyes and just not be in this world for a minute. And then I'll come back and see how I feel and how I want to move this forward. And I'm like, it's going to be an interesting conversation with my boss, because I'm like, we had this conversation to talk about one point of data, and then they revealed that it was actually a much, much bigger shift that requires me to refactor the entire process all over again. But then one of the other locations, because we have multiple locations, said, well, we have patients that go through this process. And I said, okay. And they said, can it do that? And my boss chimes in and he's like, yeah, it'll just do this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, hold on. No, it does not. I was like, and what you just said is you're going to delete that entire chunk. I'm like, I can't put if this site go down this tree because it's already maxed out. So I have to refactor the whole damn thing to be smaller. Like, I was just like, no. We're going to have this conversation later because I'm not going to have this fucking meltdown in front of a bunch of people. Job security, I guess. Yeah. Oh my God. Freaking wild. I was just like, no, you guys, this is not how you handle this. This is not how you do this. And yeah, I need a minute. So, yeah. It means I'm going to have another big thing to work on. And the last time I told my boss that, hey, if we're doing this, I need testers, not me, not you. I need QA testers working on this for 3 weeks. And I didn't get it. I didn't even get a day. We see you're done and ready to implement. We need it to change it. Like all of it. Yeah. We basically need to start over from scratch on this entire process. So if you could do that and have it to us by end of day, that'd be great. It's like, it's 3:30 and you want it by 5? Well, yeah, because we want to know how it'll work. And I was like, I'm trying to explain it. And I'm trying to like theater of the mind, explain an automation flow to them. And I was like, no, it's not even that many branches. But as soon as I started explaining it, I saw them all glaze over. And I was like, I'm not going through this. Basically, there's these tiers. This is why it doesn't work. And I'm panicking a little bit, but we can save this discussion because Ryan and I can have it. And he's like, I was like, we can have the discussion and not bore you with the details. And he goes, we have 15 minutes left. Let's do it. I was like, all right, fine. We'll just do it here. And so we did. We talked about it there. And I mean, decisions were made. They were just not ones I'm thrilled about. And so I'm like, well, this is going to severely change the way that this system works. And I don't think that I like it, but decisions. Yes. We didn't have to take notes because that's what Copilot's for. You're going to use the AI, make it take your notes. That's like the one thing that I feel confident using it for. My boss is like, did you use GPT to search out the issue you were having? And I'm like, no, I did not. Because I don't want to argue with a freaking robot for 3 hours before I come to the conclusion that I'm already at in 30 minutes. Thanks. But sometimes I'll get stuck on something and have to ask it, because if I don't ask it, then he asks me, then he judges me for not doing it. Anyway, we should put this out of our heads and we should just dive straight into the game. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to fire up the Tiki Talks and I know how to do my job. Thanks. Yeah. Like I don't need to burn down the world to ask a question of what is, 2 + 2, which it's not going to be able to answer anyway, because you can't do math. It's like, is this documented somewhere? I couldn't find that on the internet. I tried it, and clearly the answer is 7. Like, and how did you get to that? Show your work. And it's like, well, 2 + 2 + 2 + 1. It's like, no, I did not give you that many conditions. But no, stop lying to me, robot. I don't wanna. All right. Let me hit the button on the other side. This is no longer Final Fantasy II because we finished that last night. We actually did finish Final Fantasy II. It was pretty good. I say it was pretty good. It was pretty mild. As far as all of the Final Fantasies go, the plot was very mid. Was it your Final Fantasy? I got asked that last night, which one I think will be my Final Fantasy, and I said probably 30. That's just my guess. Who knows? It'll depend on how fast their release schedule is and how long my fingers can still, play games. Although, hey, they'll probably have brain chips by then, and I'll just get to live through the last few, so it'll be fine. It'll be like my Final Fantasy, and I'll die to a final boss, and it'll be like, yeah, this is actually a real world condition now. How you know though? You never even know when your last anything is. Exactly. You just don't. TC Starwind. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Seiji. Hello. Starwind, I just saw that you were live, and I was like, oh, Starwind streaming, awesome. They're probably going to be on for a while. That's great. And here you are, and we're still chatting. Oh, somebody has hit the tarot button. All right. Well, normally you would see an Ace of Hearts up here, but it's being covered. So if you see a heart up at the top of chat, click it and give our friend TC Starwind a follow. They were playing Tiny Bookshop. I am fascinated about this. Let me look. Seiji, so since you did the tarot, is there a specific question you're asking, or are you just looking at a general reading? And then what I'll have you do is in the chat, do ! flip card space 1, and it's going to flip over the first card. Okay, sounds great. This is a past, present, future 3-card reading, and I've got my camera here. Lock over here for me, and that way I can slide over here. All right. So in the past position, you've got the Eight of Swords reversed, which is symbolizing entrapment, self-victimization, and imprisonment. So a lot of struggles here in the past, maybe some self-judgment that you hopefully won't be carrying forward with you. And then when you're ready, flip card 2, and you'll do that 2 more times. Shri, hello, welcome in. All right, so in your present position, well, this is great coming after that, from that self-imprisonment and self-punishment to your current position of finding some success, finding some victory, and public rewards. With the 6 of Wands being reversed there. And when you're ready, flip card 3. And this is still a test because I'm still working on some details on it. And for the future, interesting. Motherhood, fertility, and nature with the Empress in the upright position. So coming from that struggle and punishing to victory and success, and now almost family growth. Oh no, I'm going to have a kid. I don't know if it would go quite that far, but nurturing these new ideas, taking from that success that you've now had and being able to bring things into the world. That doesn't necessarily mean a child. It can be new ideas. It can be personal growth. It's just that you're coming from that place to being able to do that. But if you want a kid, it seems like now might be the right time. According to our digital deck of cards. All right, Cameron, you can unlock and come back with me over here. He's pregnant, y'all. I don't know. Have you taken the test yet? The cards are saying that it might be positive. It's a trap. Well, all right. Speaking of traps, Oh, Shri. Off with her head. Rated by stream, and all I got was a baby. I mean, I wish that the cards really had that power. I was just about to start into the game. We're going to be playing some Hollow Knight tonight. We're going back in with our vanilla-ish randomizer. I'm going to fire up the TikToks real quick. We're going to do that right now. There we go. Hello, TikTok. Welcome to the party. We are now live YouTube, TikTok, and on Twitch, of course. If you're joining us on any of these platforms, drop a follow. Come back and see us again. Don't just hang out. You know, we love our lurkers, but we'd love to see you back again. Yeah, and we are going to dive into the game over here. And hopefully this is all set up. Yes, we even can see the controller on screen, so you can tell what buttons I'm pushing. It helps if I click into the game. And this should be game 3 from the last time that we played. Just so you know, you forgot to recognize that you got to keep your head during the stream. Yesterday's stream, it was so funny because I literally looked right at the screen after it happened and you still ignored it. Oh my gosh. Kale, hello. Am I winning? We're about to find out. I was not doing too hot last time because we don't have our soul. Where is our shade right now? Down the elevator. Oh, down the elevator there in an arena. Okay. So we're going to go back and get that. And, yeah. Well, winning may be questionable in the game, but out here, we're collecting those heads. Kale, next on the chopping block with his head. And thank you for painting the roses. Shri, it does not surprise me that I ignored it. I might have said something, but I don't know. Like, I don't remember. What do we have? We have Mark of Pride and 2 notches left over. Maybe we can put something here. We've got the Soul Catcher, Spell Twister, Steady Body, no. Fury of the Fallen. Dream Shield is 3. Improves the bears, reduces the soul of casting spells. Or increases the amount of soul gained when striking an enemy. I think that's actually going to be better. Having more soul is going to be better than the other way. You didn't say anything, girl. Anything. Just looked at the screen and moved right on to the next comment. All right. I believe you. Well, at least you got to keep your head, so that's something. So yeah, goal today is to continue on in here. We don't have a specific goal because the goal is everything. So we're just going to work our way down through here. Oh, I sure did. Oh my gosh. I need to add noises to all of these things. Dragon Wing, hello. You didn't crash out too early tonight. Hello. Streamer's choice. This is always a fun one. So if you haven't seen, right over here, we have I'm still here, camera. I didn't go anywhere. Really, I didn't. I'm right here. Are you back where you're supposed to be? Yes. Okay. Let's have you lock right there. Thank you. There are just a few headbands to choose from. There's crowns, there's other ones, there's hats like fascinators. There actually are hats, but they're really hard to wear with these headphones, so I need to make plans to adjust that. With what we have going today, my choice would be just like a flower headband. We do have like cat ears, bear ears with bells. We have different bows. Since I totally missed, does chat want to decide? You have deer antlers, demon horns. You can see I've got like the checkered bow. I've got the Alice in Wonderland bow, the bunny ears. I will go with what chat says. Pink, the pink bow. That's an easy enough one. I'll pull the others out so you can see them too and hear them apparently. So they've slid down a little bit. There we go. The kitty ears. And then I call these one the bear ears because they're a little bit more rounded, but they're also with bells and they have like the little like maid kind of headband going on as well. A Nika treat too. Oh man, you guys are pushing all the buttons tonight. So flower crowns, there are a lot of them. This one's just a flower headband. But I have it in pink and white, and then I also have it in just the white flowers for this one. These are my favorite ones for just like a casual. Okay. I see some rioting happening, so I better get a headband on. So there we go. And then for others, because like I said, flower crowns, there are a bunch of them. There is a little, again, just red and white flowers, just on an actual circlet. I have butterflies and pink flowers on a circlet. And then I have like 3 others. This one actually goes with a fairy costume. So I have wings and a dress that goes with this that don't fit me. They're from much earlier in my life. You need to get a flower crown. I highly recommend it. And then I have 2 of these that kind of just tie on, or just some simple ones. So there we go. All right. What have I done? Oh, I've got a witch hat that fell in my lap. I was like, what is this? Okay. Shall we play the game? Could make one too? Yes. Highly, highly recommend that. All right. And Kale redeemed a Nika treat, so let's make that happen before we go any further. You don't know how to? Well, no better time to learn than now. Hi, Puppy. You hear your name? I need to move this camera up to the top. Oh, it's not on this scene. That's why. I was like, why can't I find this camera? Back over here we go. There's the girl. Hi, puppy. I have ice cubes in her water bowl because it's too hot here. You don't have any material to make one. Shri, you don't need material to make a flower crown. You go out to a field and you pick flowers. These ones are obviously like silk flowers and stuff, but yeah, it's about sitting in a field and having a nice afternoon of frolicking. Let's see, can we break this? Oh yeah. Give me a pause up. Whoa, with a trail of drool everywhere. Oh my God. She's sitting right in front of the fan. This fan is on too. Puppy dog. my floor? Junk. Oh, you're already up. Okay, good. You want one more? Give me a pop. All right, good girl. Good girl, Nika. And thank you, Kale, for the Nika treat. And we'll pop back over here. And then I'll move back onto camera all the way so that the Tiki Talks are happy again. All right, go lay down. Go lay down. Good girl. Okay. So, meanwhile, back in Hollow Knight, we have left our shade, so we have to go get it. And for anybody that wasn't here last week and you're wondering why we're calling it vanilla-ish, we have some quality of life mods on, like the Always On Gathering Swarm, the Always On Compass, but nothing that affects our combat abilities, our health, no custom charms, no changing of charm costs. So the core game is still vanilla, but we can get money. Basically a dirty cheater. That's right. Yes. We can always see where we're at. We can always get our money, and we can warp around the map instead of having to manually travel to everywhere. Come on over. And I kept getting my butt kicked in this arena, so we're going to get a little bit of soul before we do this. Famous last words. Well, it actually worked out this time. Terribly. Oh, seriously, they all jumped right as I went to dash. That was terrible. Where's this Hollow Knight? All you're seeing is solid stuff. This is a great question. I had to click over to make sure that I was actually showing the game because I have too many apps open. It's like, please don't tell me I left you in the dark. So, if y'all heard, this last weekend I went to maybe avoid getting killed. Oh my god. I had not even considered that as a possibility. I'm just so good at dying. So I went to my family camp out this last weekend, and while I was there, like, there were some funny things I kind of talked about yesterday, like, there have been some family members that don't speak to me, and have not spoke to me since I came out, which was many, many years ago at this point. Well, I got to have a little fun. So my cousin, who was my best friend in high school, is one of those people. He hasn't talked to me in about 14 years. 2011, I think, is the last time we said any words to each other. And the last thing he said to me then was, no, I'm not going to say hi. It's weird. doing all of this and still needing to fight the shade. Not good. I don't mind that I died that time. That was so badly planned. Well, yeah. So this weekend, we ended up in the kitchen at the same time. I was dropping stuff off and he was in there kind of cleaning up from breakfast and prepping for all of the dinner dishes coming in. And I'm not used to seeing him in the kitchen except when we were teenagers and used to sneak in and steal some beer and run off to the back part of the property. So I said, hey, you're stuck in the kitchen, huh? That's different. And he was like, oh yeah, I've been here since morning. And then he just went back to what he was doing and didn't say anything else. So that's the first words we've said to each other in 14 years. But I made a point to at least say something, not anything towards like, hey, should we talk? It was just like, nope, I'm just going to acknowledge your presence and that's it. Well, I got to talk to his wife, who I had never met, and he's married and has 3 kids now. So like, he's been married for a long time, and to have one of your, former best friends, like, you weren't there for the wedding, you like have missed all of these things because of intolerance, was an interesting thing. And then my sibling was like, why don't you know about any of the details of what's happening this year? Like, you're in the group. They posted in the group. And I was like, oh, well, yeah. So I went and I look in the group and I can't find anything. And I'm just like, are we in the same group? Like, what group did you see this in? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Saji is pronounced. Okay, cool. I think I might have put a little bit longer A on that, so I appreciate it. So I don't see the posts, and it turns out, yes, we are in the same group. And I was like, okay, who posted this? No, they're not secret group messages. The admin of the group has me blocked. So one of my family members has me blocked, and so I was like, oh, I just realized I can't see them. I have like no connection to them. I can't find them in the group, nothing like this. And it's a family member that has me blocked. And so my sister-in-law's like, well, why would they have you blocked? And I was like, honestly, the same reason anybody in that family has me blocked, that they were all posting a bunch of hate and anti-trans memes, and I didn't let them get away with it. And so a bunch of family members either blocked me or already, had said things. And okay, we're doing much better. We're alive. We're healed. Come on over, buddy. Oh, that was a very early pogo. The doors are open. We made it. I finally did it without dying. I don't know why this particular arena is so hard for me. All of that for a vessel fragment, but we were 1 vessel fragment away from filling a vessel. I am good. Yeah, no, this is all ancient history. But I was just like, oh yeah, so that's why I don't see anything. And now you know. Like, in case you wanted to know the dirty secrets. And I was looking at pictures because I was taking pictures of the kids. And in one of the pictures, I'm taking a picture of the kids eating their desserts. And like everybody's sitting there having their conversations. And there's a lady sitting at a table, like 2 or 3 tables back behind where I'm at. And she is just staring at me. I'm like, I am not paying attention to her at all. I didn't even know she was there until I looked at the picture. Like, I don't care. And when I say I'm okay, like, I realized very early on that I'm going to face bigots everywhere. She probably was. She's like, oh my God, there's a trans woman here taking pictures with children. Like, what is going on? Oh, like, yeah, the kids had a blast. They played with other kids and went fishing and went in a gold mine and had so much fun. Like, this is all that mattered. Clutch as pearls. Uh-huh. Yeah. I get the regular ones, like my grandma's boyfriend makes a point to call me by my dead name. He did not meet me until after my name had been changed. He was introduced to me on my current name, so he has never known that person, you know, the person I was before. And so when I get there, I say hi to my grandma. My grandma says, hey, Violet, good to see you. And he goes, hi, dead name. And I just glare at him and I'm like, that is not my name. And then just go about talking to everybody else and don't give him another look. And when we're leaving, he's like, okay, Violet, see you later. And I'm like, why is that so hard for you to just start with? Like, you realize I'm not going to cave. I'm not going to allow you to just be an ass, because that's exactly what you're doing. Is you're doing this specifically to make me upset. Like, kiss my ass. But yeah, finding out that I was blocked by the admin of the family group. It's a public group, like anybody could join it, so there's no like real moderation or anything. It's just funny. Oh my God, that was terrible. Holy crap, get me out of here. Makes him like dudes if he says your name. Yeah, something like that. It's so dumb. That was better. Okay, and a relic. We need to bring this up a little bit. But no, I have fun with it because I'm like, I'm going to be in your face and I'm going to look cute and I'm going to bring friends and I'm going to have support around me and I'm going to be there whether, you know, it bothers you or not. So you might as well figure it out. I heard if you say a trans person's name 3 times, it summons their true form. Please? Because my true form is really cute, and I would love to see it. Let you know if it works because you need it also, right? All right, we've got a bench. We'll summon the stag. We managed to not lose our 4,000 Geo, which in this version of the game is important. I'm a human, not Beetlejuice. You don't know that. Ow. So much easier to get that one out of the way. Vi is Beetlejuice. Noted. Exactly. You actually do know that. Oh. Fine, I'm not like some 1,000-year-old ghost. I'll let you have that. If I'm Beetlejuice, then you're Wednesday Addams. That's fine. Can I get up to that one? Oh yeah, that's an easy one. Let's not go there. Welcome into everybody joining us on other platforms like TikTok and YouTube tonight. I've been trying to stream on those platforms more often. We are playing, it is essentially vanilla Hollow Knight, but we do have some mods for quality of life and fun, like enemy health bars and stuff. Oh, you got me. And thank you for the likes over there on TikTok. Nose XD, appreciate it. All right, do I even want to be here? I guess so. What do we have for items? I suppose that's a good question. We have one key, so we could go do waterways. That'd probably be our best bet. I don't have Crystal Dash yet. So we could go get the Crystal Heart too. That would also be kind of important. Okay, we have a few checks here. Yeah, waterways would be good, and then we could actually open up. Well, it doesn't really matter if we open the Pantheons yet because we don't have enough of the game beat to get into any of them. Definitely not going for the Watchers yet. We do have everything we need for Crystal Peak. Question is, do I go for the Abyss, get some ore, and cheese my way down to the wings? It's probably not an ideal path. Let's not do that. Let's go and warp our way back up to the crossroads. And we'll go to Crossroads Stag. Could have, of course, used the Stag to jump up here, but... Work? F that, you're off work? Nice. I also love that Automod was like, yeah, that's fine. All the terms it's been blocking for you, and that one it's just like, no, we don't care about that. It wasn't a targeted term. The nice thing about the vanilla game is we don't actually need to get words. We don't have to worry about... Come on, brain. My brain is really struggling in this heat. We don't have to worry about the rancid eggs. Because we don't have egg shop. You're gonna roll tonight. It's time to remind me to stretch, and you haven't been auto-modded at all. Nice. I will stretch. There is a redeem for it now. I added a point reward since we were talking about it. There, you found it. More ways to spend those points. I want to make a combined point system so that we can do... What? Are you not familiar with that? Oh, it's got a 5-minute cooldown, so I can't do it again. I can do it studio mode. Which doesn't make any sense on one platform, unfortunately. This one? So... that one is from The King of Random, which is a YouTube channel. And that is a girl that's on there, and she was one of the main people for the show for a long time. But she is playing with a toy from the 1970s, Stretch Armstrong, and she's pulling it out. Just pulling on its leg and stretching it out really far. That's all. Yes, everybody should stretch. Back health is very important. De-shrimpify. My chair is like just awkward enough because I want to pull my arms back and it's just in the way. Oh man, before internet times, we used to have fun with the weirdest things. Exactly. Once upon a time. Speaking of the before times, did you hear that AOL is shutting down their dial-up service? I was like, wait, it's still going? I had no idea. Good to know their pickaxe does 1 more damage than my normal nail. You heard about that. The end of an era, right? I'm wondering how many customers they still had. The AOL, you've got mail. Is your voicemail notification the nostalgia is strong? Oh, that's fantastic. And to think everybody that comes after us will only know that if they like Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. They'll be like, that's not real. That was just for a movie. Sure. Not me trying to use my wings that I don't have. It's so many AOL CDs, stacks. Oh, yeah. Like, so many people were making, like, sun reflectors and stuff out of them. Why don't you come down here? There you go. You were painting a house one time and the homeowner said he needed to do some work from the other room, and you hear booming from the speakers, "You've got mail." You still have one around here somewhere? That's kind of a fun thing to keep though now for the nostalgia factor. He was an airline pilot? Oh, interesting. You bought a bunch of Studio Ghibli movies? Ooh, which ones? Welcome to freedom, little grub. And are we talking physical media? Or digital copies? No judgment either way. Although I will totally judge my brother, who pointed out the other day that we have access to every movie and don't have to own anything anymore. And I was like, but there's a lot of reasons why that might not be true anymore. Do I want to do this? No. Funny that I say that as digital entertainment. You'll pry my hard copies out of my cold, dead hands. That's right. OG hardware till we die. Come on. Hello, Corny. We don't need your maps. The Boy and the Heron, Castle in the Sky, Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, The Wind Rises, Pocoroso, The Secret World of Arity, Howl's Moving Castle you already had, The Cat Returns, Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away, and Kiki's Delivery Service. Holy smoke, Shri! Fantastic! I don't have wings, so I can't get up there for that check anyway, so I don't need it. So I have not seen The Boy and the Heron, Nausicaa, or Pocoroso, or Secret World of Arity. I do have Nausicaa. Oh, I haven't seen Castle in the Sky either, and I have that one, and I have Nausicaa, Secret World of Arity. Have those. I feel like there's about half there that actually I haven't seen. So maybe Shri, maybe we'll have to have you host some movie nights. Polly, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. You think you have most of those as well? You've been collecting the steel books. Oh, nice. We do need movie nights again. Yeah. Scheduled ones, not just the surprises. We've been doing like just, oh, I'm home, we're in Discord, let's watch a movie, but that's not the same. Should we go get the Crystal Guardian here? Excuse me, sir? Excuse me. I'd like to sit down. Could you scoot over? Just a little bit that way? Oh, that was bad. I'm getting my butt kicked for no apparent reason. Oh, that was terrible. Nope. Oh, I got stuck in the doorway. If I had to hit it one more time, it would have been done. That was so bad. Have we? I don't remember doing one for quite a while. Maybe you did one without me. I did. We ended up watching, what did we watch? We watched Hudson Hawk, just Sammy and I one night. But I guess looking back, that was probably a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I don't really need to go this way, but that's okay. Wait, is there grub in this room? Oh, behind a door. Oh, we're not doing this room yet. We've got ads over on the Twitch side. Ew, ads. I know. Let me know if you get a good one. I don't know why I went that way. We didn't have to. Just for the fun of it. I'm thinking what we should do is when we get ads, I should like have it kick over to another scene. I have some old like classic ads. Maybe we should do those. Go ahead and land it on the laser. That's better. Now we own the bench. Pantheon 5 possible. Is Pantheon 5 possible with all bindings and damage list, do you think? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say for me, probably not. But for somebody who's like really skilled and knows all of the bosses, absolutely. I have seen, I want to say Alka has done damage lists up through NKG in Pantheon 5 and Charmless. Oh my gosh. Shri, good night, get some good rest. Gosh. I feel like if anybody has an answer to this, it would be Fireborn, because that guy's ridiculous. But that's somebody who does like Path of Pain in like 2 minutes without the lantern. Let me actually see, because this feels like something we can probably find online. Literally God, right? When it comes to this game, 100%. I didn't even get finished typing it. Fireborn Pantheon 5. Okay, 3 years ago, Fireborn reacts to the world's first Pantheon 5 all bindings hitless run. So it has been done and was recorded 3 years ago. Someone else also 3 years ago did Pantheon 5 in 14 minutes and 56 seconds. Looks like 5 years ago, the speed run was 22 minutes and 24 seconds. Fireborn did a Pantheon 5 speed run, but he has to finish a Wordle each minute or he dies. What? Oh my God. I am so glad that I looked this up. I'm just going to put this search query into the chat because this is so much fun. I'll drop it in both YouTube and Twitch there. So this is the search query, and I just did Fireborn Pantheon 5, and it brought up so many. 4 years ago, there was a famous hitless player, but they were actually using invincibility and got caught. Okay, 2 years ago, there is a no spells, no nail upgrades Pantheon 5 hitless run. That one's over an hour long, though. This is a 4-minute video. Okay, I'm going to share. We're going to go to a different screen here. And for the YouTube and Twitch side, we're going to do a quick little detour here. So bear with us for just a moment. For those of you on the TikTok side that won't be able to see this. But this is Path of Pain with 50 unkillable primal aspids chasing behind. Does YouTube text show up on Twitch, by the way? So I don't have them show up on the stream because of Twitch rules and not wanting to get in trouble there, but I've been removing chat from the on-screen display for most channels anyways. I'm kind of torn on it because I'm tempted to bring it back. I stream on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube all simultaneously right now, and have considered other platforms, and that's where it kind of gets a little more messy. But I've seen some stuff on TikTok that can be kind of problematic, so I haven't pulled them over, but I might. You're watching a Subnautica stream and a YouTube stream chat with Twitch. Oh, nice. Yeah. So Twitch's rules on multi-streaming is you can stream to any platform, but you're only allowed to have your Twitch chat on screen, which is a really weird way of them kind of deterring from people doing multi-streaming. Because it makes it very hard for people on the opposite platforms to be able to talk to each other. So like here, I can interact with you on YouTube, but only viewers that also click over to the YouTube stream are able to read that. So it kind of splits things up, and it makes it fine for our interaction, but the global interaction and people being able to talk with each other is different. One time you had someone had YouTube and Twitch chatting with each other on screen. Yeah, exactly. I've got a friend that does that all the time. She just streams to YouTube and Twitch, and they're not usually going to come after the smaller streamers unless somebody is like actively going around and reporting it to make trouble. Because it's technically because of, well, they claim it's because of moderation, because they can't moderate what's showing up on screen. So the streamer's responsible, but rather than letting us be responsible for it, they just said no. And I'm on a couple of the shelves on the homepage. So part of the agreement with that is I have to have like auto mod is on and verification is on, and somebody chatting on another platform doesn't have those gateways that I'm required to have for just my chat, even on the Twitch platform. So like I said, I'm just removing it in general from mine. But I might try to figure out a way to make that appear. I wonder if I could make a widget that I could just put somewhere that has all three. Well, you've given me a topic for my next tech investigation to see if we can do something really fun. So yeah. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Luckily, I work in tech. I'm just a little brain fried today because it's hot, and I had a little anger this afternoon fry what was left of my brain, and so it's good to be like, okay, calm down, breathe, and think about it. Well, let's take a look at this Fireborn Path of Pain with some unkillable aspids chasing behind them, and an American Express ad. Thanks. That's just what I wanted. Skip. We won't be able to hear this, which is fine. I actually don't even know where my audio is routed. God, they keep just teleporting for. Oh my God, look at all those shots. Oh, that wasn't behind. That was in front. How? How did he survive that? I guess some iframes, but oh my gosh. Little Baldur Shell heal, uh-huh. Yeah, I have no idea how he is even capable of doing this. Just ridiculous. Okay, so the pushback still works even though they can't be killed. Andy Glover, thank you so much for the $5 donation. Very much appreciated. Trevor Project, of course, is keeping the helpline on even though all of the federal funding has been cut. So that is greatly, greatly appreciated. Just wild. I wish that I could show this to you over on the TikTok side, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Search out Fireborn Path of Pain Aspids. Fireborn is Fire B0RN. And you will see truly a master at work. I would not have made it around the first corner with this. One time you were dreaming of nightmares and you saw a primal aspid running at you at Mach 200 and you cried. Oh my gosh. That I have made it to this room in the Path of Pain and no further. Like right here, I have not been able to make that maneuver. And he is doing this in a single straight through run. This makes no sense. He's just like using the dive to push them back to buy himself a little bit of room to move. Without the Baldur Shell, there's no way because he wouldn't be able to heal from it. They are still chasing him even into the cutscene. Oh my gosh. Close enough. Oh, I love that. I need Silk Song, please. Oh. So good. And that's 3 years ago. Disclaimer. Unfortunately, no primal aspids were hurt during the making of this video. Oh, they're all just spawning out of nowhere. Yeah, 50 of them, just constant. Oh my god. This is the most panic movements I've seen someone do while playing HK. Not even the Pantheon of Hallownest makes someone so frantic. Yeah. That was wild. That was so much fun. Yes, thank you, Holly, for the suggestion. For asking about Pantheon 5 hitless and with all of the bindings and charmless. I did not find a video of somebody doing charmless. I found, I just looked up Fireborn specifically. So there might be some out there. I just figure if anybody's got it, it's probably either going to be Fireborn or he's probably reacted to the video. So that was my guess. And it seemed to work out all right. Okay, we are after the crystal hearts, so I think we're going up. I don't remember how to get through here without a rando. We don't go up. Oh, little soul. We don't need it. The place always gets you a few splats. Oh, yeah. I don't have any nail art, so we can't quite reach there yet. Oh, that means we need to go up the other way. Going back up. When you're doing the Grim Troop and you didn't realize you had a shade, you lost, oh yeah, 20 kg. Oh my gosh, that is painful. It's funny because I'm so used to playing randomizers with the Ascendant charms or the Transcendent charms, which are really fun. And you get like Mirabelle's Blessing, which gives you interest on your money. And all of a sudden you have 100 KGO and that's just normal. And then you have a charm that makes your spells bigger based on how much geo you have. So your spells effectively fill the entire screen, every one of them. The channel that I do co-ops with, so I do co-ops with a few different channels. The one that is on YouTube right now would be Samsara Dusty. A tip is you can kill those laser guys with the spell. Yeah. So Samsara Dusty, I think it might be It's Me, Sammy D. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if my YouTube shout out will work. I made one, but it's kind of a picky thing. Oh, I don't have a command on here. How do I have that? That doesn't work. I have to see if it even goes. Well, it tried. I will have to go back and look, but I can get her profile real quick and just paste the link. That way it'll encourage her to post more videos over there too. She's done a few. She's been learning to tattoo. She does a lot of sewing. And then we've done a few different collabs, both Hollow Knight and then if you've seen any of our videos that we've been publishing lately, we're working through getting all of the Split Fiction stuff published. So another complete variety streamer. All right, where was I going? Yes, I was going this way. Only to this spot, though. This one is so unnecessary, but we'll get it anyway. It's not unnecessary. Gambling for Geo is always worth it. This is a good point. Always a good time, if nothing else. Not quite there yet. Oops, got a little low there. So help you, the roommate has the thermostat set to 80 degrees at night. You swear you're going to pull out the heat gun and cook the damn thing. Oh my gosh. Personal best for beating Hollow Knight. So I always say take this with a grain of salt because I play so many randomizers and so many like modified with stronger charms and all of that kind of stuff, but I have beat it in under 5 hours. I've tried doing a little bit of just practice speed running, and I make it past the Mantis Lords in about 40 minutes. But I know that there's some people that have the game beaten by then, so I might have to figure out that strat because I don't know it yet. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Nice. Is that in the vanilla game too? And is that, oh no. Okay. That's okay. 2 hours 30. That's still really impressive. And I was just wondering if it's vanilla or if you're playing modded, randomized, glitchless, all, you know. What are your rules? Because you kept dying on Watcher and Umu. Okay, that is fair. And yeah, it's vanilla. Nice. Yeah, I need to find the full speed running strat and give that a real try. And Grubfly's elegy is mid. Yes. Completely agree. Just try to be quick with dash and use spells. There you go. Went too far. And don't take any unnecessary detours such as getting Geo. Just gotta practice. And you have PTSD of that room in the White Palace. Oh, I bet. Okay. What else do I want to get from here? There's a pale ore up on the top. I should probably get that. Geo, grubs, eggs. I don't need any of that. Oh, there's a charm just over here. Let's get that. Yeah, I'm a software developer by day, and so I occasionally do mostly stream-based tech, but answering people's questions, doing little mini development projects, stuff like that. So we've used that to build some fun things for stream, like, whoops, that was dumb. As was that. Do I think my next one is? Usually they're Monday nights. It would usually be this night if it wasn't over 80 degrees here and gross and my brain was not just complete mush tonight. One of the things we want to do is I have a redeem on the Twitch side where you can try to paint the roses and you either get caught and lose your head or succeed and get to paint the roses. But it has been requested that people would like to have an appeals process. So we're going to add that in and give people the option to appeal if they lose their head, and then chat will get to vote on whether or not they finally lose it. And it's been really fun because I'm mostly like front end, cough, hammer time. Not quite hammer time, more Alice in Wonderland with the Queen of Hearts. Oh, no, not actual banning, no. That would be funny, though. Dragonwing has successfully painted the roses. Congrats, and thank you for painting. Okay. I am going to go up. Oh, I need wings to go up. Never mind. We're not going to go up and get that pale ore yet. We will just go up and get this elevator open. And that way we can go see Sly since we've got the shopkeeper's key. Oh my god. That was so dumb. I had no reason to jump up there, and it was just like, let's just not use our brain. That it does. The funny thing was that I was just going to here. I guess there's some grubs down here. Or some mimics. Yep, mimics. Where are the other two? Is there a door down here? Oh yeah, there it is. Do I know how to 1 minute Umu? You've been struggling on that. I don't know how to 1 minute Umu because of the delay waiting for Pearl. Because I'm guessing it's just hit hard and have an upgraded nail when you get there or something, but Hey there, old friend. You've been struggling on Umu? That's fair. That's a tricky one. Okay, we might as well get the vessel fragment because that's going to give us a full vessel here. Hot take. They should have added the Crystal Peak steg. Yes. I don't think that's a hot take at all. If you're not using bench warp, that would have been a really handy thing to have. I don't think that's enough to get a... No, I still need 2 more mask fragments. Oh, actually, you have another mask shard here. Sure. You technically have 1 more, but I don't know if I want to pay for it. Oh, it's only 800. Maybe I do. Stalwart Shell, Heavy Blow, Sprint Master, the other key. Yeah, let's get the key. We're going to just spend a whole bunch of Geo. More of an opinion. Did I get the one in Forgotten? Yeah. Oh, Mask Shard? Maybe not. Steg, yes. Just because I haven't been back to the Crossroads in a while. Maybe not. Looks like maybe there's 2 left there. Oh, one is Brooding Malek. And the other one is underneath the hot springs and always confuses the heck out of me. Only one. Okay. Then it's not either of those, probably. I don't know why it doesn't give me my cursor in this one. Oh, those are Dreamer points. That's weird that they put them as Dreamer points, because those are not Dreamers. All right, 2. No, both have 1. No, you're fine. Having the mod check, you know, it's handy. Like, we have the E key there, but we need our wings to get up there, so we'll hold off on that one until we after we get down, and take out the broken vessel, which we could actually go do, because I am at that point. So we could zap our way back to the city and drop down there. And I could technically take the stag down instead of just warping my way down there. Iki's 800. I would imagine that in that video we watched with Fireborn, he was probably using Stalwart Shell in combination with Balder Shell to have enough time to get through there. Do I have White Court or whatever the mod is? I do, the Pale Court. Yeah, I have that on. I haven't ever found my way in there, so I don't know where the doorway is. But if we do find it, I am going to try it, because that's the whole point, is playing this in vanilla, but with mods. So it's really vanilla skills, strength. You believe it's in the... Oh, is it in the place where we fight Broken Vessel? Oh, that'll be interesting. Okay. Then maybe that's what we do. Let's go. I'll go get my butt kicked, because we haven't done any upgrades yet. It'll be great. Streams vary pretty wildly. I try to stay on for about 3 hours. Sometimes if I'm really feeling it, or we're nearing the end of a game, especially a game with a story, they can go longer. Like last night was almost 6 hours, but we had about 5.5 hours to finish up Final Fantasy II, and I didn't want to leave it for like a half stream as we reach the end. But usually weeknights I try to wrap up by around between 10 and 11 p.m. Pacific time. Oh yeah, if I was just going for beating the game, I could push through, get the Dreamers, and go that route. Obviously, I don't have the second level spells. I don't have, well, we're going to go get wings right now, but don't have them yet. After a broken grind for that? Maybe. Dark Spirit does like 50% more damage. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one is definitely worth it. Yeah, what do we have right now? No upgraded. We don't have Howling yet, so I need to get the Wraiths. And then second levels on these. Yes. Oh yeah, I've got, we were talking about this the other night, trying to figure it out. So on Steam, I've played this just shy of 300 hours. My first playthrough was on the Xbox, which is behind me. And that was 80 hours to my first completion. And then I've played it on PlayStation and Switch just off and on, sing around and stuff. So I'm probably sitting between like 500 and 600 hours in the game. I'm sure that there's still some secrets, but yeah, I felt so bad. My first time fighting Hornet was over an hour just for Hornet. Oh, you dropped a second one on me. How could you? First time you played it was on Switch and you couldn't find Hornet for the life of you. Oh no! Took you 5 hours. Oh. Oh, right. Okay, so now we have 3 keys? Yes. Excellent. I like the stepping right there makes it stop shooting. Yeah, it takes a while for them to get over here. Port might be in Deep Nest or the Ancient Basin. Okay, no worries. Just a theory, though. That's okay. I figure it's probably in the documentation on the mod, but I didn't read it. Hi, friend. Time of my Pogo's all bad tonight. The theme? Oh, yeah. That's better. On death's grasp right now, just a little bit. Played that one a little too close a few times. Don't read. There's only more difficulty there, trust you. Okay. And Dragonwing says, but documentation is so fun to read. Safety is bad for Hollow Knight players. Yes. That false sense of security. You get lulled into it. Twitch, no, it isn't. Documentation is bad. You do read a lot of documentation and never used to consider yourself an avid reader, because other people would always talk about the book they were reading. It took you years to figure out you just weren't into nonfiction. Oh, there you go. That's cool. Yeah, I read so much documentation and like functional things on how to do things. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I am done reading. I used to love reading and I love fiction. But it just, that part of my brain is done by the end of the workday. Never mind, that's great. There you go. Nope, that was a mess. That was better. Meow, 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 meow. There's another check up here. Cool. Out we go. You've gotten into nonfiction now. Terry Pratchett got you into Discworld. Well, that's a good way to go too. We don't have to do this. I just now have the wings and it's fun. It's really common in randomizers that you get here and you don't have C-dash, but you have pogo and wings. So you have to work your way across. Poking on the spikes is always fun. Exactly. You're probably going to stay for the whole stream, but it depends. Stream is great. Thank you. And if you get sleepy, totally understandable. Hit yourself in the face with the book a few times to knock you to knock it out of you. That's the old hold the tablet up, watch some reels, let it fall flat on your face. Not only will you be awake, but you'll be uncomfortable. Don't quite have enough for the fountain. Bummer. That would have been fun to get out of the way this early. Okay, so we have wings now. We could get the pale ore at the top of the crystal peak. We can't do the abyss yet, but we could go to Kingdom's Edge. The fountain is a lie. Yes. I love it in randomizers because we have preview on for it and can take a quick look and go, you know what? I don't have to go down there at all. Like, I don't need to give you Geo. I'm out of here. Hornet 2 is a real struggle. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. On TikTok, I have a whole bunch of clips from earlier playthroughs, and one of them is Hornet 2, and I used a combination of the Defender's Crest and, Defender's Crest and the Glowing Womb, and let them defeat her, and just dodged and hit the spikes. It's such a bad way to do that fight. It takes so long, but it was so fun because it's like, yeah, I'm not fighting you. I just have to hit you just enough times to get a little bit of soul. I was going to do waterways. That was what I was going to do. So that would get us Defender's Crest anyway. So that could be good. We still have so much to do. Deep Nest is still everything except for just going to get the tram pass is still there. Ugh. The downside of doing a vanilla-ish is I have to do Queen's Garden and actually go for the Trader Lord. Yuck. I don't wanna. Trying to think what's going to be the best path right now. I think getting another nail upgrade is probably a good idea. So our pale ores are top of Crystal Peak. We could do the cliffs and pick up a nail art. Oh, and get... oh my gosh. Zorb. I'm like trying to think of their name, and instead of it being Zorb, it's the original Woo Girl. Maybe that's the move. Go do the cliffs and then go get that pale ore. Oh, and I need Howling Wraiths. Where is Howling Wraiths? Why do I not remember this? I'd like to have that before going up against Fluke Marm. Not the cliffs. It's not the palace. Kingdom's Edge is the brand. Hive is the charm. Why do I not remember this? I know second level. Fog Canyon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Let's do that first then, because we need that. We don't have archives open yet, but we do have... We have Green Path, Crossroads. What's our closest stag? Queen Station. Oh, I play randomizers so much that I don't know where things are in vanilla anymore, which also makes this fun. Still got the Queen's Garden, but there's a Geo Rock right here. Fog Canyon, it's kind of always been there. Fair. Is high enough up? Yes. Isn't there one more up here? Oh, no. Just that. All right. Should for real do Monomon now. Yeah, I don't mind. Can I get there right now? Like, do I need... If I can get there, I will, but I might have to run down to the to Deep Nest. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. I'm like, I don't mind. I could go up against Umu right now. That'd be fine. Oh. Umu's an acid, so I should get the tier before I go down there. That could be a different kind of fun. Wait, can I not get to the overgrown mound yet? At least not the way that I went. Oh, yes, I can. You just let the spikes take me out. Come on over. There we go. Thanks for the tip on where I needed to go for that. Yep, we need dismissed here. Okay, that is... His repose is up there. Isma's is... Oh, hello. I was going to let you all survive, but since you made this decision... All right, ads have returned once again to Twitch land. Okay, so Joni's Repose is up above. Lake of Un. That's going to be Shape of Un, isn't it? And then Isma's tier is Waterways, right side. Right. Now I remember. New Twitch viewer? No, when that one pops up, that's just to let me know that ads are running, because we do 3 minutes of ads every hour on Twitch. That keeps the pre-rolls away, so when people pop in, they don't get hit with ads like right when they arrive on the channel, because Twitch likes to do that to people. So rather than do that, we just do a 3-minute ad break. It's a little trickier on YouTube because I don't think they're running ads on this channel, but they have the opportunity to. And YouTube's ad settings are really strange as far as like how they communicate them. I have another channel that gets like millions of views a year, and it runs 24/7, and they will serve up ads to people and they'll let me know. But the way they serve them up is different for every viewer. So like YouTube actually has an algorithm that tracks how many ads individual viewers will watch, and has like this shuffling around schedule, so like you can't predict them. Yes, you do earn money, so it's beneficial to have them. Running them hourly or letting people encounter them on the way in the door, they get the same amount of ads, and it's just that by doing it this way, I control when it happens and I can keep track of when it happens. So that's the only difference. And the amount is not like going to make or break, the bank here. It's like a dinner at McDonald's kind of thing, but it's still something. This channel is not to that point on YouTube. But I do have another channel that is, and with that one, I have to work with them and like get letters from the IRS and all sorts of business stuff to keep my AdSense running, and so the YouTube experience is very different to me. It's strange because Twitch and TikTok both have like where you can give little gift type things. And I think it's really interesting how the TikTok world is, because they open up first the like gifts, which are like the equivalent of the bits, so they get like pennies, and then your subscriptions you get, but you have to have, the original was you have to have 10,000 followers, but they have a 1,000 follower tier on that one, like YouTube does. So that's a new thing, and I don't know which one it is because the rule says both. But yeah, I hope this gets to it too. There's a lot of content to publish, and I've been having a lot of fun with the dual streams and bringing in the YouTube crowd. Because the YouTube experience is so different and such a different group of people, but also great communities. So I've really been enjoying that. Okay, what did I say? I said waterways. That's where we're going. We're going to King Station. And Allie has redeemed a stretch. Oh. All that tension in the shoulders. No, that's the name of the game. We always joke, we do not stream for progress. King Station. We're going to the city. There we go. Ew. Oh yeah, we're not doing Spire yet. Do I have? I have no pale ore, so no sense in stopping to see the nailsmith. Should totally do it. Went way down. Okay, that one I don't do until after we have... We'll open the door, but this we need the Defender's Crest for first. Oh, you got me. Be right back. Sounds good. Yeah, we can just go straight to the Defender here. Come on, get up. Oh, not when I'm standing on you. We'll fill up our health before we go down here.
Mera, ako! Rumas!
Robas. I think that's the only one you can hit before the name shows up. Well, so much for hitless. Give me that mask back, thank you. Mafia leader, how's it going? Welcome in. You forgot to unfollow like you said. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll try to give you another reason today. Guess you're stuck here. Okay, sounds good. Just can't support the 69 jokes. That's okay. We have a worse one when Sammy's around anyway. You have comedic standards. That's good. Welcome back. Whenever you watch your brother play this fight, no word. Uh-oh.
Tibolem. Doma, doma.
So close. Nice way to finish that one. You have a funny story about how you got into K-pop? Okay. And there we go, my favorite charm. Let's let him sleep for a minute. Well, that's not the one I want to go through anyway. Term is good. Also, when do I think I'm going to stream Hollow Knight again? The current plan will be for next Monday night, because I'm going to keep playing through this one. I want to get to the point where I can get NKG and the Pantheons unlocked and all of that fun stuff. So I'm trying to go through like I'm doing a 112. And right now, I stream on Mondays. What is it? Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. But Wednesday we're doing Final Fantasy V. So I've been working my way through all of the Final Fantasies. Yesterday we finished up Final Fantasy II. Got a little too tight of a squeeze there. Might come for that. Sounds good. Do I know who Pablo Escobar is? Yes. Wait, Escobar? Escobar? Not the Colombian drug lord. Okay. Then, no, I do not know who that is. Quit chasing me. You are reading a book on Simon Bolivia. Okay. Bolivar. Your classmates not mock you for not knowing what ball is. Make a great base, though. Okay. Different figure in Colombian history. Oh, okay. Well, I might have to look them up because I don't know. That was not the path. Oh, Pablo Escobar is a TikToker. Okay. All because I wanted an egg. They do basketball content, mostly goofy stuff. Okay. You have a friend that name is Goofy and you're not joking either. Oh my gosh. Makes you wonder about the parents. Oh, do I need to have the charm on? Oh my gosh. Okay. You didn't see anything. Or did I? Wait, is there another chat? We have YouTube on as well, but I haven't removed the Twitch chat. So this chat down here is just Twitch right now. Do I have... Let's see. We could skirt the rules a little bit, right? That's... Which chat are you? You are Elements. Okay, let me click over there real quick. You were wondering who else I was talking to, right? So I was pretty sure that this one had a multi-stream overlay on it. Camera unnamed. What's this one? Oh, this one can't do it. It's Oh wait. Is this chat client working? Yes, here we go. Let's do this instead. There. Now you're all on the screen, so you can actually communicate across platform. Okay. And Holly, you have a joke for us both. Fantastic. Yes, in China, Japan, South Korea, etc., they have fashion that uses U.S. sports teams. Okay. And one example he gave you was Danielle from New Jeans wearing a West Virginia crop tee. Okay. Or crop top. So you started listening to New Jeans because of that. Nice. Your friend tells you you're a good kicker, but you only play baseball. What sport do you play? You play basketball. Uh-oh. Okay, we're not going through there yet. Oh no. Hey. Trying to heal down here. First time you tried to beat Hornet 2, you had to get your brother to beat her for you. Oh no! I totally get that though. That first fight with Hornet the second time is brutal. Oh, was not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to learn. So I've been learning Japan for a couple of years, and I know almost 2,000 words, but I don't have it enough in conversation and stuff to like actually have a conversation in Japanese. But hopefully soon. I'm trying to get to the point where I can read it well enough that I can play Final Fantasy IX in Japanese. Just because that's one that I have. Right, we are all clear. And can swim in the acid. Okay. So that's going to make the waterways nicer for us. And we could navigate through all of that. We can also head to the edge. Like I said, we could go get the other... Oh, there's no door up here. What am I doing? The only reason you want to go to Japan is because of sushi. That's a pretty solid reason. Forever Julia, a streamer on the Twitch side, she just got back from a month in Japan with her mom, and my luggage went. So I have never been to Japan, but my luggage has. That's my new, like, exciting claim to fame. Oh, sure. Get me in the tight tunnel. The Philly rolls? Taco rolls? Okay. We have a lot of, it's kind of surprised me, but the Asian-Mexican fusion, where there's, like, a lot of salsas and things like that mixed in with different sushi rolls. And now I want to order sushi, and it's like 10 at night here. It's a terrible time to try to order sushi. It's not that bad. We have a midnight sushi place that'll deliver until 2 in the morning. Haha, I'm gonna let the illness in. Good luck, lady. Inverted fries, 6 in the morning. Oh yeah. No, that's the best part about being in the city is anything you want, anytime, it is yours. I lived with my brother for about 5 months last fall and winter. I moved here in January. And he lives a half hour from town, so the only thing I could get delivered to his house was pizza. And technically I could get Subway, but like paying $50 or more for a Subway sandwich, like not happening. So there's a ramen place in the town where my brother lives, but not where he's at because he's a half hour away from that. If I'm over at my friend's house, oh hell yeah, we order ramen all the time. We order ramen, sushi, all that kind of stuff. And the ramen place up there is great because it has these little cans. They're like, if you've ever seen the Welch's Welch's juice cans, they're like a little maybe 4-ounce can, as opposed to like this being 12. They're little teeny tiny things, and they're really freaking cute. And they have Jello shots inside of them, and you have to shake them like crazy because it's actually Jello inside, and you have to break it up enough for it to come out of the can, which is kind of fun. When you're in a restaurant and you're having sushi and ramen, and then you're sitting there violently shaking a can so you can drink a little bit of alcohol. It's silly and fun. You had an insomnia cookies when you were in college. You missed that so much. They're like 2 miles from here. That is the most dangerous thing you could have put in chat. No, actually it's not, because it's hot today and I don't want a warm cookie. Sushi, on the other hand, I'm like, there might be a poke bowl or some sashimi showing up at my door in an hour. What are we doing? We just came up. Oh, I guess we could go to Edge. Is there anything I want immediately from the city? Oh, no, I was thinking nail arts. Like I said, we're kind of just doing a completionist run, so I should probably start focusing on clearing checks from places instead of just going everywhere I want to go. Let's head up to the peak again. And we'll go up to the Guardian because we're going to do the actual top of the peak, and then we'll come back down. You have a very hot take. Subway is mid. Uh-huh. Yeah, if you've got a Jimmy John's, if you've got Jersey Mike's, if you've got a porta subs. If you've got a local deli, every single one of those is going to provide you a better sandwich than a Subway. Oh, I'm with you on that opinion. Completely. I do like that hitting those can interrupt that beam. What is this little platform for? Nothing? Okay. Great. Oh, you jerk. Don't have any of them? Oh, no. Bye. I feel like I should do the Whispering Roots. Have I played Phasmo? No. I don't do a lot of horror games and that type of things, and I know Phasmo is just more the fun of playing with friends, but I have not played it. Sammy was just looking at it last night because it's one that works with a VR headset. Do I care about this? Sure. Worth it for real, yeah. Yeah, without extra sources of geo, it's good to pick up as much as we can. Book Smack 1, okay. Well, we won't keep you up too much later then. I don't want you to be all bruised up from book smacks. Is it at least a good book? Or is it just heavy? Okay, good. Oh my gosh. Barely tired, you can do anything. Falls asleep immediately. I feel wide awake. Yeah, well, good thing that I healed before I flew over there. Let's actually heal all the way up, as far as we can anyway. Oh, we didn't even need to. All right, well, that's fine. Okay, we did leave some geo over there, but that's okay. We left a grub at the bottom and a Whispering Root. I was just saying we should clear out all of our checks. We don't really need any of this stuff. That's the only issue. Because it is all just geo. And I guess if I'm going to try to figure this out faster, then leaving that behind should be a good thing that I do. The other thing about randos is we have to get every single one of the checks. You accidentally closed the stream on accident. Oh my god. Well, you found your way back. I'm glad to see that. Did I buy the E key? No, that would have made too much sense for coming back up here. We just glitch the game out by walking through a door with the map open. Crystal Peak mid-area. That's fair. I think when you're comparing against everything else in this, Peak's all right. It's just obnoxious with like these guys. And then there's a few good challenges in here with the dark rooms. Going into the Crystal Mound. And then you can hear him here. Oh no, you can hear them. Oh no, this is one of them. Yeah. These things. I didn't dash far enough. That was me and terrible timing. Oh, come on. Didn't mean to dash that time. I know that I definitely hit the button. You can see it on the screen. Come on, brain. You can do this. And that one is a gamble for Geo. All that for 150 Geo. Yep. All that for even one Geo would be worth it, just for the puzzle. Digital grass cutting, It's like lawnmower simulator. I sent a friend a reel. It's a terrible one, but it's somebody that's like, I beat the stereotypes, and they're of a certain race that would be thought to be lawn care workers. And they're like, and I became a streamer. Now I play video games all day, and it shows them playing a video game of them cutting grass. Exactly what you're playing on the side. Nice. Okay. We didn't get the E key, so we have to come back up here anyway. Forget what's in the mound. Well, I guess we need claw, and we have some grubs. Somnia is so good, you miss it too. Sometimes. You would play that. Do you get cool lawnmower parts? Oh, I'm sure. I miss San Marcos. Wait. I know what area you're in. You were in San Marcos. But you're not there now. Yeah. Oh no, I know. I'm like, I have to look now because it's not quite San Marcos. Well, it's not show me my addresses. No. Oh no, that is where my ex is. I thought she was in a place nearby, but no, she's in San Marcos. I just sent something down there for her kid's 4th birthday last week. Yes. Ex-girlfriend from, like, right when I was coming out. So, 2010, and then a little bit in 2013 when I was out, but still not... Well, I guess it was full-time at that point. No more grass cutting. Coder or a grass cutting job? Ooh, so honestly, I'm allergic to grass, like really badly allergic to grass. But when I first got into software development, I was a web developer. And on the side, I helped my cousins start a landscaping company. So I did a lot of rock wall installations, custom gates, waterfalls, flowers, stuff like that. And one of the most annoying jobs that I did was a half acre of grass in a field of rocks. And we seriously spent a week raking up rocks out of the dirt. It was so bad. It was like 90 degrees and we were just raking rocks all day long. That's way too low. And why did I do that? There we go. I don't even know why I'm going out this way. I can just warp wherever I want to go. Just made him pay you. Yeah. You have the one more mask shard, vessel fragment, E key that we didn't get before. We'll pick up now. So next time we're up there, we don't have that question. Oh, let's buy the cheapest of these. We'll just grab one more. And then we'll go see Sally, because I think we can get a charm notch or two from her before I spend all of my geo. Well, we can get one. The others are out of our price range, but 18, and we need 6 more charms for that. So she has Long Nail, she has Lifeblood Heart. We can get both of those. Might know my ex, low chance of it, but still. Do you shop at Sam's Club? There's a pretty low chance of it. I'm like, there's so many things that I could say right now, but I don't want to dox her either. I'm going to guess so. I've never thought to ask because I'm not down there. Oh, I went and made this area hard on myself. Of course I did. Walked into there once not knowing you needed a membership because you were 19 and confused, and it looked like a Walmart. I did get this when I was here before, right? Oh, yeah. This door is closed. You can blow up over there all alone. Whoops. Okay, where's this one I'm looking for? Right up above me. This looks really cool with the rainbow. All right, Master Shard 1 of 4 again. And the other one, oh, okay, the other one's Moloch, so that's no fun. We could go up to Shaman. We also have, oof, the False Knight. We do need to get our essence at some point. And there are 2 trees here, up by Grub Daddy and Shaman. So let's go to Shaman. I'm just like bouncing around now. And they're off. Might be my first Whispering Root in this game. Oh no, I'm sure I did the one in the Resting Grounds. And done. Oh, you're back. Was not expecting that one. Are they all back? No. Just one that rolled away from me somewhere. Soul attained, spiral focus, shunned power. Wait. We have 2 charm notches. And we have a bunch more charms now. Deep focus is 4. We'll go Soul Catcher. I was like, do any of them stay up here before I go dropping down? Perfect. Smacked it right in the face. Never mind that we used our face to do so. Ow. All right, we got through all of those. Moloch checks. We could pick up some money from Grub Daddy. Got some grubs. There is another charm. I can actually go back and get that. Whoops. Nope, not up there. And we're not going through there. Okay, well, never mind that idea. Let's fight something. We've been doing a lot of just parkour for checks. Let's head over to the resting grounds. Hello, Zero. Oh, that was bad. Oh, of course you did. Oh, wow. What am I doing? I am getting my butt kicked. That's what I'm doing. I'll actually pay attention this time. And I'm just going to jump into him again. Okay. I'm just having that kind of a night. All right. Feel a lot happier with the quick focus. Or just, you know, not getting hit. Ooh, one hit point in the dream again. But the warrior dream is no more. So that's what matters. Gorb would have been a much better choice for our first warrior dream, but that's fine. This is done. We can go at least get our first little reward from the seer. And we are at 1037. Oh, I see something in the chat. Somebody pushing all the buttons again. Hi, Sammy. How was class? All right. Well, let's start off with the fact that Sammy got caught. Ooh, on the bus, no less. Well, Sammy, picking up that paintbrush after class, after all that attention, and you get a little sloppy when you get here. With a head. And of course, you also redeemed a hydrate and stretch, but thank you for painting the roses. Let me just breathe in a little bit of that water. Clean some of the gunk out of my lungs. Stretch again. 8 more times to 100? Oh my gosh. I think you've probably lost your head more than anybody else. Even without, like, special rules and stuff. Okay, the glade isn't open yet. I'm thinking this is where we wrap up. Mafia leader, what's up? The counter hasn't existed as long as your head has been being removed. No, that's false. So the counters actually existed from the beginning. Ooh, this is an interesting question. Okay, we have been asked if you could go back in time and force Fem one historical figure, who would it be? Odds. Well, now I have to wait 3 minutes before I answer that, but this gives me time to think about it. So let me think about it, and while we're doing that, we will see who else is out there, and we'll say goodnight to our friends over on TikTok. TikTok, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful time with us tonight, hanging out with us and enjoying a little Hollow Knight. Thanks again for everyone who liked the stream over there. I know that a long game stream is not the typical TikTok show, and I'm not very likely to sit here and just talk politics all night. So I appreciate everybody that pops in and hangs out with us. But yeah, you all have a good night. Good night, TikTok. Okay, one platform gone. You have problems with the term forced fem. Okay, that's fair, and forced feminization as like the kink side of things is one thing, and this being a fictional scenario of somebody from history who is no longer with us, who we feel would have benefited from or would have actually been perhaps trans. Maybe a better way to word this. I still think it's an interesting question. Because yes, it is. I will just call that out. Forced feminization is very much a kink. It's in line with like sissy and things like that. And now we're getting into right on the edge of sexual topics, so I'm not going to dive into any of those. There is a lot of crossover between that and trans people and autogynephilia, and it gets really muddy really fast. So someday, if we want to have a conversation about it, we can talk deeper about that topic on its own. Because yeah, that could be that could be like hours of discussion just on that. Which I can see people being very interested in, but definitely not without a content warning tag on there, because that is not a conversation for the teenagers. It's funny, the different age requirements on the platforms. So TikTok is technically, for live streaming, 18 plus always. You have to be 18 plus to stream, and you have to be 18 plus to view. That's just a standard rec. There are no content warnings. There's a lot of censorship, but it's all 18. When we are instead over here, back to the show. Oh, it's over there. All right, now we're back from the ads. Fantastic. So, I was addressing Sammy's comment and saying that there's an interesting crossover there, but I completely agree. And in this case, for this conversation, changing it from force femme to somebody who we believe would have benefited from being feminine in this case, or may have actually been transgender and not able to come out, I think is a different way of putting this. And there are, egg cracking instead is, I think that's a much better way to put it. I'm not sure how I feel about it with Kurt Cobain, but I could totally see it at the same time. I met his younger brother once. He went to school in my hometown, and so a bunch of like people I knew him well. I did not. So it would have been interesting to find out more about like home life and everything, but he was also significantly younger than Kurt. And Francis, I'm like, yeah, you might be onto something there. And you've got the whole, did Kurt do it or Courtney conversation that comes into that, because Kurt's story is wild. Gosh, historical figures with an egg cracking. Rhaegar from ASOIAF needed her egg cracked. Okay. Have you read Welcome to Dorley Hall? I have not. I'll have to add that to the list. There's so much history. I feel like a lot of the like philosophers could have benefited from it. Where there are some who took certain positions that, even if just for like 1 year, experienced the other side of life, their thoughts would have shifted, and it would be really interesting to see the impacts. And I'm thinking like Aristotle, but how about Freud? Like, let's see what happens there. Would the basis of psychiatry as we know it today be, how different would it be if those folks, Freud on estradiol and progesterone, would have been wild, right? Like all of those base human needs and, relationships between people that Freud described, and when all of a sudden those things get flipped on their heads. I think I'm going with that as my answer. Like, I think that would have had the greatest butterfly effect coming forward. I don't think that's a cracking of the egg. That is definitely a forcing somebody out of their comfort zone, out of their system. Sysdom. However I'm saying that. I didn't find anybody to raid. I got distracted. Thank you. He would have just written more on the Oedipus complex from the daughter-father perspective. Do you think so? Do you think that... I wonder if this is the case, because the way that I see those kinds of things is projecting that opinion onto others. And that puts that framing from the point of view of the father. And if looking at it through the eyes now of someone more in a position of the daughter, would they have still come to the same conclusion? Or would that have opened their eyes to other possibilities and expansions? That's I don't know. So yeah, you got me curious, that's for sure. All right. We need to find somewhere to go over here on Twitch. So let's see what we can do. Who is out there? What is happening tonight? I know that we've got some friends on. I see somebody playing some Date Everything, somebody playing some Grounded 2. Of course, there's lots of that going around. Naps is back. I thought that he was going to be gone longer than that. Maybe we've just been a while since we streamed over there. Where is my system audio routed to right now? Oh, to the music channel, and I can't hear it because I have the music turned down. Nice. Zero Escape? Oh, Skits is doing miniatures. I haven't been over there in a while. Stir's on. I haven't even seen them in a while. So many choices. For no other reason than the phrase that they just said. We're going to go see Goombana. Oh, they've disabled raids. Okay, that's fair. Well, never mind then. Okay, completely different one. Hey, Alka, hello and good night. Hope you have a good rest. We're going to go see Pup Connor. They're streaming with Aphasia Speaks and doing some Baldur's Gate 3. So that should be fun. Grab one of our raid messages if you can, the one with our emotes if you're subscribed, or of course, the bleed purple and goat emoji if you are not. We'll say goodnight to our friends over on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and chatting along. Holly, it was a great time chatting with you, and look forward to seeing you back again. If you haven't already, join us in Discord. We were just talking earlier, we need to bring back more formalized movie nights. They used to be Thursdays, so maybe they will be again. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we've got special stuff coming up this weekend with the 4-year affiliate anniversary here on Twitch. We'll be doing a long stream on Saturday or Sunday if you're on the other side of the international date line from us. And so yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming up and more to look forward to. But for now, we're going to get out of here. We will see you again on all of your channels for the many, many of you that stream everywhere we hang out together. And hopefully we'll see you back here again soon. Until then, bye.